This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Parrish, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
You think darkness is your ally?
It is, my friends.
Oh, yeah, definitely is. Anyway, welcome back to Before the Bat, the Batman podcast. I am Phil. Joining me as always, yes, she who lives in darkness.
It is Little Hellfire. Suck it, Kona.
Oh!
Just get that one out of the way. It's fine.
Not even a pun there. Anyway, yes, we're back for more Knightfall. We're going to be like 2 weeks in a row here because we gave you 2 Legends of the Arrowverse. So this time we are covering Knightfall Part 16 from Detective Comics 665.
So close. So close.
2 of Lil's favorite numbers are coming up.
666 and 669. Hey-o.
Okay, I think we round out the year with 669. Lila's Christmas present.
And birthday present.
Oh, true. All right, so yes, almost Detective 665 from the Batman wielding the wooden 2x4 with the nails in it.
This kind of looks like something out of the Batman Who Laughs or Batman Metal Knights or whatever.
It's like the thing is with that Kelly Jones cover. It's like actually like the interior art better than the cover. It's like,
yeah, we've been saying that, unfortunately.
Literally,
I don't know. They got poor Tim. Like he looks like Burt Ward, and he looks like he's sucking his thumb on this cover. So it's just like, what the hell?
Holy,
what's going on over here?
Holy head wounds, Batman.
This is Gotham's bad, guys. She's in a bad way, bro.
I know. I mean,
it might be time to put some flowers on her grave.
Oh yeah, because we see
let Bane have her, bro. Let Bane have her. She's too much trouble.
Lightning changes. But yeah, we see Tim and Batman, and Tim's thinking everything.
Batman, quote unquote.
Well, yeah, as bats. Tim's like, everything's the same and everything's different. Me and Batman outnumbered, but the guy in the cape and cowl isn't Bruce Wayne. Then we just see Jean Paul clock some guy right in the face. I like this. I love the Graham Nolan art though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And of course, we get the quickie summary.
He's doing a good job filling in. Maybe a little too good.
Is Jean Paul Valley Bruce's choice to stand in until he recovers? If he recovers.
Listen, DC knows where their bread is buttered. Literally.
They needed another Death of Superman, yeah.
I don't think this one was as successful. Sorry to break it to you guys. I think this left a lot of people scratching their heads. Like, why? Well, we already had a million Bat Family books kind of sort of anyway, you know?
Yeah, and again, too, I mean, it's like, it was original when the Superman books did it. But yeah, I think about, we get to the second one and everyone's like, oh, okay, or is this a thing we're going to be doing with everybody now? Okay.
Exactly. And then, they went on to try that with Aquaman and also with Green Arrow. So,
Mm-hmm.
To varying degrees of success.
I'd say the biggest success was probably Wally West.
Well, yeah.
Held it down for like 20 years or a little more.
Yeah. That still doesn't get the respect he deserves. Justice for Wally West.
That's right.
Justice for Ginger Wally West.
But yes, it's like every hood in Gotham is suddenly handed the license to steal.
Okay, can I just say that, like, I feel the thing I don't really believe about Jean Paul is that they are constantly telling us. I don't really feel like they're necessarily showing us. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, he's tough, he's scary, but is he?
I mean, it was a very fine line they were walking here because it's like, oh, he's a little too.
He can't be better than Batman because he's not Dick Grayson. So
yeah, but he's a little too violent and brutal, and it's just like, oh, they kind of toned down Bruce. Oh yeah, Bruce has never broken anyone's bones or anything. It's like, yeah, no,
he's never crushed anybody in a recycler or hung somebody to death from the bat plane.
Exactly.
No!
He never left KGBs to die in the sewer. No.
Exactly. And everybody's worried about that in the Nolan movie. I'm like, bro, check the comics. Just saying.
Yeah, but at this point, they definitely were whitewashing the past. They're just like, oh yeah, Bruce Wayne just,
he's an angel that Gotham needs.
He just psychologically intimidates them. He doesn't
because they're a cowardly lot.
Yeah,
I love that line.
Meanwhile,
at Gotham Manor, see?
I know. I just love him threatening this guy with the sledgehammer. You hand over that hammer. You hand it over now. Unless you want to spend the rest
I can crack you in the face with it.
Unless you want to spend the rest of your life on a respirator.
Look at that kid just laid out, dude. He is getting taken out with the garbage.
I'll show you what I want.
What I really, really want. Nope, not yet.
That's not
suddenly there's a chill in the air. Oh crap! Are his parents gonna die?
Oh yeah, because Robin's basically telling Jean Paul, this ain't the way we do the things, and it's like, whatever it takes. What? Take no prisoners. The unjustified means. Maybe Bruce made a mistake. And what will you do, Boy Wonder? Tell on me.
Ooh, Tim. You gonna take that?
You can come with me or stay behind. Yeah, but yes. Oh yeah, your favorite part. Bruce is at Wayne.
Paging Dr. Platt was over.
Calling her office, and he's looking for Dr. Kinsolving, and said tell her it's Bruce Wayne. And the person taking the message. Oh, Mr. Wayne, the doctor has left specific instructions that you be told where to reach her at any time.
Bomb chicka wow.
She's making and then she tells him he's making a house call to the Drake residence, which is
Mr. J. Drake, you say?
Right,
that's next door. What?
Now all of a sudden, Bruce is loving the Drake.
Nice. I still prefer the coffee cake, but whatever.
And so Bruce is like, oh, fine, he can wheel himself over. This is like the first sleep Alfred's had in days.
I know, it's like, bro, let him be. The way things should be. Oh, snaps. Is that foreshadowing? No, not really, but he's got time to read. He's got time to sleep. This is the best thing that ever happened to Alfred. # fight me.
Oh, then we see the doctor with Jack Drake and going over his progress, and conventional medical science says you shouldn't have been able to make the advances you made so far. Almost like there's something going on here.
Yeah.
The gap, that's the basis of my entire practice, the gap between science and the human will and mutant powers.
Oh.
And so, yes, we see the housekeeper leave. Lucky for her.
Yeah, seriously.
And of course, the minute Bruce comes
out here looking like a bootleg Aunt Harriet, I see you.
With her accent and everything. But yeah, she leaves. Luckily, she gets let go because, as Bruce is rolling up the driveway, he sees someone hiding in the trees in a mask, smoking a cigarette. See, kids, this is how these days, this is how you know it's evil. He's smoking a cigarette.
He's smoking a cigarette. Also, conventionally, if you're watching a movie and you see somebody using an Apple phone, they're not going to be a villain. That's in their contract. So if the bad guy. Yeah, so if the bad guy has a Samsung, if the guy has a Samsung, he's probably the bad guy. If everybody else has Apple.
I swear everyone on Law and Order SVU has an iPhone, I believe.
Yeah.
Anytime you look at
it's written into their contract. I learned that from behind the scenes information on Knives Out.
Oh, really?
So yeah, that's a spoiler. The person without the Apple phone, that's the killer.
I'll be looking at that through that everything now. I'll be like, if I'm trying to figure out a killer, I'll be like, oh, no, they have an iPhone. They're a good guy. Nope.
But yeah, I enjoy these goons. They're kind of a refreshing change of pace.
And Bruce is just like, who could this be? This must be the work of Bane.
Bane!
But we'll later find out. No, it's not.
Exactly. That's why I like the change of pace. I was just like, oh, thank God. I'm sick of Bane. I'm already sick of him.
So Bruce thinks there's something suspicious about this guy hiding in the trees because he has a mask, a cigarette, and a machine gun.
Maybe it's Pablo Escobar.
But yeah, so Bruce thinking the name Bane gets us our scene change. Just Bane looking at the map. It's all mine. All my influence.
I just don't know who John Paul thinks he is. Like, you've been on, like, this is like your second little street mission, and you're like, it's pointless to keep taking on street level punks.
He wants to prove himself in the worst way, man.
I don't like it. That's gonna come a downfall with that attitude.
He's having an early midlife crisis. Leave him alone.
Apparently.
But yeah, because Bane's goons are telling him they got to get a hold of the unions, and he's saying, "Oh, we already driven a wedge into their organization. They will drive it deeper, my friends. You will see." So yeah, that's when Tim and Gene Paul are swinging around. So that's when Gene Paul's saying, "This isn't working from the bottom up." He's like, start at the top and work down. I have my own informants. He's been in town for 5 minutes. He already has his own informants. And they tell me the Sky Room atop Gotham Dome is a favorite haunt of the city's prime mobsters.
Did someone say prime lobster? You know, mobster sauce? That's another Big Bang. Yes, that's another Big Bang reference. I apologize.
Maybe they're ones that swim in with the fishes. And Tim's like, Bane's a prime mover these days, and we're supposed to stay away from him. That's when Gene Paul just like leaps to the dome. You do as you want. I'm going to the top of the dome. Top of the world, Ma. And Tim's like saying, I'm feeling on one end. I'm supposed to be keeping Paul to the rule book, but maybe Bruce is the only one who can do that. And what can he do in his condition?
Yeah, see?
As we see him take out this gunman from his wheelchair. Hits him with a branch.
He's not listening to me. Yeah, you're 12, Tim. You're 12.
13 and a half.
He's gonna get himself killed. I'm like, good. Then he's like, he's gonna get us both killed. And I'm like, well, secretly good. No offense.
Jeez.
Justice for Todd. Justice for Todd. Pickle.
But yeah, Bruce. It takes Bruce like 3 times to take out this gunman. He's like, couldn't bring any power to those blows, but it's knowing where to hit that's most important.
Oh no, Chandra!
Yep, yeah. As Bruce is rolling up the drive, he's thinking, "I used up all my energy." But then he's thinking, it must be Bane. If Bane knew my secret, then certainly he's guessed Tim's. He's been so wrong this whole time.
I know, it's very uncategorically unlike him.
I know. Well, I guess that's a condition of his breakdown or whatever. Good God, what do I do now? As he sees, the gang's bringing out Sandra and they're loading Jack into the back of this florist van.
There is a little yellow box that sums up how I feel about this whole situation. This is not good.
Oh, does that say Sprang Florist?
Oh. Too bad. Oh, Sherwood Florist really should be a franchise. That and Big Belly Burger. I'm telling. See, I'm laying the groundwork for Disney to make a DC. You know, DC. No shade to freaking, what is that place? Six Flags or whatever. They never did DC Ride justice. I'm just saying, you should see the whole Marvel experience. Well, whenever this whole pandemic nightmare is over, oh man, their Marvel like stuff is so good and so detailed and so in depth. It's like being there, and I just want that for DC so bad.
Come on, Disney! Just the money you would make from having Marvel and DC in one park. You know how much?
Like, you don't even have to make movies. Just make a DC park. That's all that I want.
Oh, please. It's between the parks and the movies. I mean, those comics don't have to make anything. Come on. You could do anything with those comics. You could let me and Lilith write some.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. Get some fresh blood in there. Oh. Anyway, yeah. He's off in Macho Land. And I'm like, Tim, calm down. Your balls haven't even dropped yet. Calm down.
Oh. There's a drop. Oh, wait. Did you say his balls didn't drop yet?
A couple of balls down the gob.
I was waiting for it.
That's what she said. Yeah, because all the gangsters are like,
He is whiny right now, though. We're supposed to act as a team. I'm like, dude, Tim, if you don't shut the hell up, I'm calling Dick. There you go. He's like, let me mark that down in the notes.
No, I kind of hit the button.
I'm here for Dick.
So yeah, because one of these mobsters wants to buckle under the Bane, and the rest of them are like,
He's
Tony.
just another masked crazy. Like, what makes him so different?
Yeah, tough Tony, what are you doing?
You ain't so tough, huh, Tony?
Tony Bressy. And yeah, because Tim's like, oh boy, Tony Bressy sure seems sold on Bane. I'm not so sure. He sounds more scared than anything else. The would-be king of Gotham has gotten the tough Tony. He's our lead to Bane. And I love Tim. I don't know. We're not supposed to. And that's when Gene Paul just like dives. He opens the skylight to dive through it. Oh, how considerate. That broken glass.
He ain't as baller as he thinks he is if you just don't jump through it.
I know. If you don't just rain shattered glass down on them, you're a poser. I
know.
Yeah, that's when Tim's like, he's going to get killed. He's going to get us both killed.
Leave him alone. Just leave Brittany alone. I mean, Bruce alone.
Yeah, because he's like, Sandra. And the masked men are like, we don't need any witnesses. And Sandra's like, no, don't hurt him. You can't take them. I won't let you. What will you do to me, eh? Oh, Bruce is pulling one of their masks off. And then, Palm Hill.
Right in the face.
Palm Hill strike to the jaw. And meanwhile, yeah, Tim's jumping down and he's like, Batman behind you. Yeah, like you said, he's not listening. He's off in Macho Land. If he's not watching my back, then he's not watching. If he's not watching his own back, he's not watching mine. This is not good.
Not good at all.
I feel more alone than when I'm solo. I'd never tackle this many hoods on my own. Well, almost never. Robin, I'm going after Tough Tony. Can you handle things here? Well, actually, no. Gene Paul don't care. As armed gunmen are just shooting at Tim. And then Bruce is getting beat down. Leave him alone. Killing him won't do any good. Get to the van. We don't have time to waste on a cripple.
Oh, burn.
Burn. Come on, Taz.
Uh-oh.
I'd be like, okay.
Uh-oh, that's somebody's Australian.
Oh. What the F?
That's an Australian nickname.
No, but he did break Bruce broke the guy's nose, so he gives him a good kick before he leaves. Left his mask behind. Remember that next issue. Plate number. Memorize plate number. So he's got a mask. He's got a partial plate at least. What's the use? I failed. It's Jason, Sandra, Gotham. I failed them all. This is when Alfred finds him laying in the yard. But meanwhile, Gene Paul's caught up with Tough Tony. Tough Tony, say.
Exactly.
He just knocked the wonderful guy trying to protect Tony, and Gene Paul just knocks him off the catwalk. So Tim has to catch him with a line. I can't control him. He can't control himself. This is wrong. There's nothing I can do. And Gene Paul's just like threatening Tony on the edge of the catwalk. What did he do to you? Why are you so scared to him? And Tony's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Bane, you're so terrified of him. You're trying to get the others to not go under him to pay tribute. You were an Iron Man. Pressy.
Shots fired. Somebody get the lawyers on the phone.
You beat down some of the strongest crime bosses in Gotham to get where you are. What's the hold does he have on you? Talk or dies. He holds him over the edge. Tim's like, no, we don't work that way. Then maybe we should start.
Shut up, Tim, you sniveling jerk.
Shut up before I give you some of the Alfred.
Give me old Pennyworth worth. You know what I'm saying?
You know what advice Alfred gave me? Shut up before I make you a meme. Then maybe we should start right now. I didn't ask you to come along. And Tony's like, my kids. Jeez, he's got my kids. He said he'd send me their eyes if I didn't get the others to toe the line. Now we get a smile from Jean Paul. Now we're getting somewhere.
Well, there's a reason.
Getting somewhere? What are you saying? Tough Tony can get me closer to Bane. But we're not. We can't take on Bane now. And look at this. Jean Paul gives him the finger. And who will? I wear the mantle of the bat. I make the decisions. Bane is mine and mine alone. He thought I wasn't challenging enough to even bother with once.
Oh, so it's an ego trip. Okay.
I told
Why
you.
didn't you say so, you narcissistic jerkwad?
I told you he's compensating, man.
Overcompensating.
Exactly. I'll show him he was wrong to underestimate me. He grabs Tough Tony and jumps off the catwalk. You can help me or you can stay out of the way.
Yeah.
Tim, if only that were that easy. But it's never that easy.
I mean, it could be, but it's kind of good.
Yes. So, Lilith got a big douchebag for his Batman.
I mean, a different kind of douchebag.
Well, yeah.
A douchebag we don't know and love. Okay?
New Batman with now twice the douche.
Not a good percentage. Not a good percentage.
That
It's new, but I don't know that it's improved, okay?
That was 50% more douche.
I don't know. I like the action in it. I don't like that Tim is a whiny little baby trying to like keep a grown man in towing the line. Like that's just the one thing that I just
I know he is kind of whiny here, but I think it's like he's basically supposed to be Bruce Wayne's voice here, but it's like, Tim's just a kid. He can't.
Exactly. Yeah. There's nothing he can do to stop him if you know what I mean? Nothing.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It's a bad choice. We all see that it was a bad choice.
Oh yeah, it was intentionally a bad choice. I think they were, 90s writers.
This is a very, very much so a John Walker situation, people.
Exactly.
I repeat, this is not a drill. This is John Walker alert.
The substitute Captain America, not that drinking problem. Okay.
Yeah, I would never. Y'all know me.
Yeah.
Johnny Walker's my homie.
Ride or die. But yeah, I mean, I think that's the whole point of this story. It's just like, see, not just anyone can be Batman. Bruce Wayne's like the second best Batman. Because we all know who number one is, right, kid? Right? Right,
yeah.
Young lady, we know who the best Batman is, right?
Diggity dank.
Nice. It's nice to have a Kristen drop.
Burn.
I like the story. I just, like I said, I just don't like the Tim so whiny.
Yeah.
That's the only takeaway for me. I give it a solid B+. I really like the artwork.
Oh.
Wish they would do something about these freaking covers.
I know, man. These Kelly Jones covers go for a while.
Honestly, if I was old enough back then, like to just be like on the comic book rack, I'd go right past that. That cover is.
Yeah, I remember buying these, and I was just like, "Yeah, I'm not here for the cover," but yeah, the
inside artwork though makes up for it.
Like Graham Nolan, oh yeah. But yeah, I mean, this story is just again,
it's dragging. We're beating a dead horse here. Like I feel like they could have definitely tightened up the story a lot.
Well, again, it's 90s too, and we're killing time to Batman 500 too.
True. It's such a shame that you can't just, you know what I mean, that they have those like mandates. Like I just feel like it doesn't feel organic when they're trying to do that. It gets to, like the closer you get to like a big number, the more obvious, like, that they're dragging their feet about things.
Yeah. And it's like, yo, Bruce, it's too early to bring Bruce Wayne back. So what are we gonna do for the big 500? Oh, new costume.
Oh, that costume makes me want to vomit.
Well, and then he keeps like altering it too, but it's like new costume, big fight with Bane. Spoilers.
Ugh. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The state of Batman comic books alone is like enough to just want to ride against DC, to be honest.
What, currently?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's get into this. What, you mean Joker War?
Yeah. If you're listening from the future, yeah, we're recording this during the time of Joker War, and Three Jokers is looming heavily, and everybody's, waiting with bated breath. I don't know why. It's a mess, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Remind me to ask you something offline. I've been meaning to ask you.
Okay, will do. So yeah, I enjoy reading these older Batman books and stuff. It brings me joy.
And again, it's just like with modern comics, it's like everybody has to be up in everyone else's business. I miss like this era just because like the Bat.
Go to your corner and stay there for like 2 years, please.
Yeah, like the Bat family was basically in their own little corner. I mean, unless you had like, well, Batman really wasn't in the Justice League at this point either. But it's just like, yeah, it's just they're in their own little bubble here.
Batman.
Exactly.
Because it's, I mean, well, again, Superman's just coming back at this point, but it's just like at this stage, you can believe.
Well, I feel like Crisis was like that big long thing, and they were hoping they would never have to do it again. And I feel like it was kind of counterintuitive what they thought with the death of Superman. Yeah, it was successful, but it did kind of irk a lot of like Superman fans that they had to buy so many books, but they were doing it begrudgingly, so they figure out, okay, we can do this for Batman. Well, and that's when it really kind of like, so they had like, oh, let's do some crossovers, and then it's like, well, the fans really aren't feeling this, and that. Maybe we could do a Crisis, like for old time's sakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know why they did Death of Superman when they did it, right?
To prolong the marriage.
Well, it was for the marriage because they were going to marry them in '92, and then they heard Lois and Clark were coming, and like they were like, oh no, you guys can't do that because when the show starts, they're not going to be married and stuff.
Exactly.
So they're like, I guess they said, I forget.
It's so stupid. It's just stupid.
Yeah, I know. Because I think they said they had like their big writers meeting. I forget. Was it Roger Stern or Dan Jurgens? One of them was like, why don't we just kill him?
Yeah.
The rest of them were like, okay.
I like where your head's at, Dan. You're hired forever. You have a place here forever, Dan.
So that like prolonged the marriage to like what, 96 or something? They got married.
It was crazy. I was just like, oh man, you gotta quit playing games with my heart, bro.
Is that a song?
Backstreet Boys, of course. Of course.
I still need to get you and Danielle to do a boy band episode.
Back in the 90s, I pretended like I didn't listen to pop music, but I did.
She was trying to play cool cheerleader goth,
It's a thing. It's called pastel goth. That's a thing. Google it.
Oh my God. Let's get an internet rumor started. Lilith Hellfire invented the colorful goth. That was Lilith started it all.
I'll take it.
It started in San Diego with a young lady who goes by the alias Lilith Hellfire. For now, till she changed.
Exactly. I'm telling you, I'm thinking about it. Next podcast, man. I just might.
Here, let me practice. I am Phil. Joining me as always, that young lady, Jacqueline Daniels.
Nice. And on that note, I believe we have some killers to hunt and some audio to tweak.
And Lilith is sobering up. Speaking of alcohol. Anyway, yes. So, yes, join us again next week for another Before the Bat, since we did 2 weeks of Legends of the Arrowverse. So, yes, next time join us for, it's either 4, did we do 498 already, or is it 499? Yes, Batman 499.
Get ready, 499.
for $4.99, and then 666, and then Batman 500.
Big numbers, people. Big numbers.
Yep. So again, you only got one week. Send your thoughts on Batman $4.99. Email us capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Before the Bat on Facebook. We also have a Facebook group, Twitter. Follow all the Capes and Lunatics stuff. You can see, well, at least my face on YouTube. Follow the Capes and Lunatics Patreon for all your Star Trek needs. But find everything all in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And remember, like Lil said, support our sponsors. Tweaked Audio. Get yourself some nice headphones. You can even break them and smash them a million times like Rob Southgate does. And get a brand new shiny replacement. And go check out Hunt a Killer. As Charlie Esser says, Michelle Gray needs your help. Hunt some killers. Be greater than Gene Paul Valley. And for all of that, use the code Southgate for big discounts. And check out Pod Life, the book, now in digital and paperback. Volume 1, because Volume 2 is in the works. And when you buy that and more on Amazon, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help support this show, the Southgate Media Group Network, and that other mysterious figure in a luchador mask, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom. What did you say?
Lilith. I gotta load this other drops.
Where's the kick in the pants drop?
I didn't load it. I have him saying kick me in the pants, and then what's the other one? Oh, I think he says you're weak sauce.
Yeah, weak sauce. I love that one.
So do your drops.
If you guys want to hang out with me on the internet, you can find me on Twitter at Lil Hellfire, or on the gram with the cool kids and the hip grandparents at Lil Hellfire 86 or at Lil Hellfire 69.
Deceptively hard.
Listen to the conviction. Deceptively hard. So yes, thank you for joining us for another bone-breaking episode of Before the Bat. Again, join us in 1 week for Batman $4.99. I believe that's the issue where we also get a return of a bad character that hadn't been in the books for a while.
You don't say.
Yeah, see? So yeah, read that. If you spot that Easter egg, right, and let us know. Come on, we got enough feedback from Ray on the Marvel podcast. We need somebody to do the DC feedback. Come on, Charles. Come on, Jesse. Come on.
Oh.
I need someone to send me consistent DC feedback, just like Ray does the Marvel. Just like that Tricky Dicky over on the Marvel side. I need someone to send me consistent DC feedback.
Tricky Dicky.
But come back next time. Same bat time, same bat channel.